I just want someone to be with me for the real me. Just get more shit, buy more stuff. There's gonna be something inside of you that says, this isn't right. You never get your needs met, not a connection for wife and life. How do you avoid gold diggers? I live right here outside of Monaco, and it's known for just that. I'm told that women move specifically here for that there are lots of escorts that run around here, especially in the summertime here in the south of France and Saint-Tropez and all that. Lots of escorts, lots of gold diggers running around posing as normal women, and then guys go on the date with them, and then they realize not really a genuine connection there. Maybe a connection for the night, not a connection for wife and life. So how do you avoid this? It's very natural when you've become very successful with something, and that is where you've defined your meaning. It is the definition of your existence, of what you do and how you perform. When you lead with that, it doesn't always allow people to connect and get to know the real you. What they know is your accomplishments. What they know is what you can do for them. But what happens is you never get your needs met. You never get that resolve of going, I just want to be loved for the real me. I just want someone to accept me for the real me. I just want someone to be with me for the real me. And so when you don't have the tools to lead with that, what you end up attracting is a lot of gold diggers. Why? Because you've got two people who are on a mission. You're on a mission to achieve, and you think that by leading into relationships based off of that value of what you've been able to accomplish in life will bring you to a person who genuinely loves you. No, it doesn't work that way. I had a dear friend of mine who said, you know, I'm building all of this, and it just breaks my heart that I can't find a woman who can just appreciate this. And it's like, that's not what we lead with when it comes to relationships. What you're doing in business stays in business. When it comes to connecting with human beings, that's a whole different avenue. Yes, at the end of the day, a woman wants to know that she will feel safe, that you can provide for her, that there's a home there that she can take care of. There's things that you've created that she can, you know, foster building a life and a home with. But when you just lead with your achievements, what you end up attracting are gold diggers. Why? Because it's back to two people being on a mission. Her mission is to create a lifestyle. Listen, most gold diggers, they don't even have like the foresight of why they're doing these things. It's just they've been inundated with just get more shit, buy more stuff, and post it on Instagram and show everyone you made it. Like they don't even have the wherewithal to ask deeper questions. And so they're just on a mission to present this lifestyle that makes them still feel very empty and worthless on the inside because they haven't achieved it through the means of work and ethical production. Being a producer themselves. So there's always going to be that undertone of resentment. But it's the same thing with you. When you are a person who's on a mission to get people, but you don't have the foresight to go, people need to experience the real me. They need to connect with me, not this persona of a person who's achieved so much. Because what happens is people end up falling in love with that persona, but they never get to see the real you. You know, who we are. Like right now, I'm talking to you. I've been giving dating and relationship advice for 15 years. This is still part of my work, but when I'm connecting, there's a whole deeper side of me that's gonna come to the table. The chances are you don't know how to connect with that person, and it's that person that people actually fall in love with, not the persona of the person who's just achieved. So when you lead with that persona in dating and relationships, what you end up attracting are very mission-oriented women, not women who are coming to you because they want real connection, not women because they want to be with you for you. It's they want to be with you for what you've achieved. The reality is there has to be a shift. That person who is the real you, that wants someone to choose you for the real you, people cannot choose something they cannot see. I want you to say, this is life-changing right here, if you really grasp what I'm communicating. People cannot connect with what they don't see. If you're never showing them the genuine side of you, then they will never accept the real you. All they will accept is your achievements. And 9 out of 10 times, you're not showing that person because you're afraid you'll be taken advantage of. But the reality is there is a way that you can show that side of you, but also protect yourself from being taken advantage of. And I think that's what most of us, when you're high achieving, you're an A-type personality, it's the things that have made you successful. You know that there are certain infrastructures that need to be put in place to protect that. But it's a different ball game when it comes to relationship. Yes, there are still things, there are avenues that you can use to protect yourself. But at the end of the day, that real you has to be conveyed. That real you has to come across. And so, but when you continue to show up with just achievements and success and that personality, that persona that has made you successful in achieving, and you bring that persona into relationships, 9 out of 10 times you're going to continue to attract women who just want that persona, not the real you. And so you have to show up differently, but it's attracting the right people who can see that value. When you are consistently showing up with that persona, in the beginning, you're going to continue to attract people who are coming to you, coming at you, coming for you, for that persona. It will take time, but you need to shift into allowing people to see the deeper parts, the real parts of you. And when someone is just in it for taking you for what you have, that real you is not going to feel safe with the gold digger. There's going to be something inside of you that says, this isn't right. The smart thing to do is to start saying no very quickly to the people that don't feel right. But you'll never know what you are feeling and experiencing with them if you continue to lead from the persona. You have to tap into that person who wants to be loved, who wants a person to be with them for the real them. That real them has to be communicated. And when a person doesn't receive you well, and it goes back to your lifestyle, it goes back to your achievements, you have to end it shortly. And as you end it shortly, you save yourself time so that you can start allowing in the person who genuinely wants to be with you. But as I said, they have to see the real you. I know this can sound really confusing when you're not used to doing something like this. It sounds like something that is very difficult. It's not as difficult as you may think it is. It's not as difficult as you may see it to be. The reality is when you have a guide like myself coaching you through this and showing you the way to navigate through this and how to effectively show the real you while still having things to protect you so that you're not taken advantage of, that's what makes it so easy. And I'm happy to support you with my coaching. The real you is what people will fall in love with at the end of the day. Our achievements are nice and they settle that base level need of human beings to survive, but it's not what people fall in love with. What people fall in love with is your ability to allow people in to see the real you, and that can be very scary. But when that connection is actually made, it's one of the most rewarding and intoxicating experiences you can ever have here on this planet. So you have to give yourself the opportunity to create those experiences. If you like this video, be sure to like this video and comment below if this resonated with you. I'll see you in my next video.